morning, year two. It is Friday the 26th of February and it's time for Phonics with Mrs. Wood. And I would like to start today's session by giving a big thumbs up and a big well done to Jaden, because your phonics pops into my inbox every day and wows me, and I can see that you've been really watching my videos and really taking note of what we've been doing. So well done, superstar. And lots of you as well, keep up the brilliant hard work. Okay, so at the start of this week, we were thinking about alternative ways of writing the same sound. So we've been looking at lots of different graphemes that make the same sound. So Monday and Tuesday, we looked at all the different ways that we've learnt so far of writing A. And then on Wednesday, we did some tricky word contractions. And then yesterday, we began looking at another sound and all the different ways of writing that sound. Can you remember what that sound was yesterday? Also, year two, remember it's spelling test day, so don't forget to send in how you get on with your spellings. Did you manage that 10 out of 10 this week? And all of your spellings are linked to our phonics throughout the week. So let's start with a phonics play warm-up today. Okay, so have we got that Friday feeling? And let's see how we get on. Well done on a great week as well, year two. First week back after half term, and I've seen some fabulous phonics coming in. Keep it up. Okay, so I've gone for the desert, I've gone for a red car today and some checkers. Now we're going to practice phase 3 for our warm-up today. So we often forget about phase 3 because it's what we've already done. So we're going to recap and go over those phase 3 sounds. Are we ready? Or for fork. I for night. E for teeth, and that's a big clue. Can you remember what we were doing yesterday? J for jelly. Ow for cow. W for watch. Mrs. Wood's favourite. Qu for queen. Y for yo-yo. Ch for chicken. Oi for coin. This is not our oi for boy in phase 5, our oi for coin. O for goat. Ear. Z. As in rub. So we often see this at the end of a word. The letter X making the X sound. We often forget this one. You're for pure, like pure gold or manure. Th for thumb. G for strong. For the beginning of the week. A for rain. R for car. V for van. Sh. Air for chair. For that big tasty burger. Okay, did you manage to recognise all of those phase 3 sounds? Okay, so let's go on to today's learning then, year 2, and we're carrying on from yesterday. So what was our sounds that we were looking at yesterday? And we had 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways of writing the same sound. So 4 graphemes, 4 different ways of writing it, but each of these make the same sound, and it was E. Did you remember it was E? So we had E, phase 3 E, double E, E for teeth. E-A, E for dream, our phase 5 E. One that we did recently, E-Y, E for monkey or E for key. And our split diagraph E. So there are other ways of making the E sound, of writing the E sound, but these are the 4 that we've learned so far. So putting together what we've learned so far. So these are the E sounds that we already know. So today I'm going to introduce to you and another one to add to our column. So yesterday we wrote EY, EE, EA and E split diagraph, and I'm adding an extra column onto that today because some of you might know this already. We have talked about this in phonics before and in our literacy. If we see the letter Y at the end of a word, it makes the E sound, but there's not a letter E in sight. We've got no F, no E, but the letter Y on its own at the end of a word makes the E sound. So let's have a look at some words that Mrs. Wood has chosen for us to read that make the E sound at the end. Okay, so let's look at this first one here. We've got happier. That doesn't make sense. Happy. So the Y on the end of the word is making the E sound. Happy. So we write that one in our Y column here. Okay, so don't need to just yet, we're just reading them together first. Angry. Angry. So I've got angry. Angry. Happy. Angry. Funny. So again, letter Y making the E sound. Berry. Lorry. Chatty. Mrs. Wood is very chatty. Are you chatty? I live at home with my family. Oh, I hope it is very sunny. Oh, Mrs. Wood, I made the wrong choice. I am sorry. So I've got, have a look at my board, lots of words there with a letter Y at the end, but they are making the E sound. So if we see a letter Y at the end of a word, it makes the E sound. So the sound of this letter, the sound it makes is Y. But if it's the end of the word, it's making the E sound. So we've got an extra one to add to our column today. So I have got a postcard, and this postcard is to Granny, and it belongs to Neil. Neil has wrote it, and Neil has been on holiday and has written a postcard to his granny. So what I would like you to do for today's activity is I would like you today to draw not 4, but 5 columns on your whiteboard. So making sure we've got those 4 from yesterday. So EY, EE, EA, and E split diagraph, and then adding on the end an extra one for the letter Y. So where the letter Y is at the end of a word, making the E sound. And I'm going to pause the board. I'd like to pause your video. I'll move from the board. I would like to read the postcard with your grown-up, and you are going on an E hunt. So how many different E words can you find within the postcard? And when you find a word that is making the E sound, have a look. How is that sound written? Which grapheme is in that word? And then put it in the correct column, just like we did on Tuesday with the A sound. Okay. So pause the video, have a little read with your grown-up, and how many different words can you find making the E sound, and how are they written? Let's see, how did you get on? Let's read it together. Dear Granny, we are having a lovely time by the sea. We have been very lazy and spent lots of time asleep on the beach. That sounds like a lovely holiday to me. I've been spending my pocket money on freezing cold ice cream. Wow, I miss a holiday. Maybe tomorrow we will go for a donkey ride. They are not cheap, but it will be a real treat. See you next week. Love, Neil. Now, as I was reading that, I heard lots of words making the E sound. Did you spot them too? So let's circle together just a few that I found, and let's see if we found the matching ones, the correct ones. The first one I spotted was here. Now, although it's got the ear grapheme on the end, you see the EA within the ear sound. And then I spotted granny, because we've got the Y on the end of the word that we've looked at and learnt today. So granny, we've got the Y making the E sound on the end. We are having a lovely, our Y on the end again, time by the C. C has got our EA, E for dream. We have been very lazy, so 2 words there with the letter Y at the end making the E sound, and spent lots of time asleep on the beach. So we've had asleep and beach. I've been spending my pocket money, EY, on freezing, double E, freezing cold ice cream. Maybe tomorrow, oh, we've got maybe here, we've got E on its own. You might have also spotted that one. We haven't got a column for that though. Tomorrow, we will go for a donkey, EY, ride. They are not cheap. So E for dream, cheap, but it would be a eel. Treat. Lots of E for dream words there. Real treat. See. So this is when we see you. So there are 2 words, see. We've got see that we swim in, that uses E for dream. And then we've got see as I see you, using double E. See you next week. Love Neil. We've even got the E sound in Neil's name, using E and I. So did you manage to spot all of the words that made the E sound? Are there any that Mrs. Wood has missed out? If you can see any that I haven't circled, send me a little email and see which ones I've missed out, or have I missed any out? So can you spot any that I've missed? Okay, so once you've written all of those words in the Y column, the EY column, the double E, the EA, and the split diagraph E, we are ready for my challenge. So if you've completed that, I would like you today, for the last time this week, after we today have looked at the letter Y at the end of a word, making the E sound, I would like you to go on an E hunt again, but just looking for words where the letter Y at the end is making the E sound, like those that we looked at, happy, angry, family, chatty. And there are lots of words out there where the Y at the end is making the E sound. Don't forget to send me your photographs and see how you get on. Well done, Year 2. On another great week of phonics. I'll be looking for some more phonics superstars next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.